This here is Whitehaven Beach, which many people call the best beach in the world, and you can kind of see why. We've just taken the ferry to Magnetic Island, and right now we're on our way to go and see some rock wallabies, which hang out on the beach. It's taken 5 weeks, but we've finally seen our first wild koalas, and we saw 2 of them. We're James and Amy, and we recently quit our jobs to travel for a year. Bit rainy. After spending 3 months in New Zealand, we're now in Australia. Join us as we road trip up the east coast, from Sydney to Cairns. This here is Whitehaven Beach, which many people call the best beach in the world, and you can kind of see why. The water is crystal clear and the sand is so soft, it squeaks under your feet. We've just been dropped off here from our boat over there, and we're going to spend a little bit of time here and then get into the sea because it is hot. Although we do have to wear stinger suits, which is a little bit of a shame, but don't want to get stung. Whilst we enjoyed Whitehaven Beach, our trip was supposed to include a visit to the famous Hill Inlet Lookout. But unfortunately, on the day of our tour, we were told that due to the tides, we wouldn't be able to access the inlet. We managed to get a partial refund, but I'd recommend checking in advance that your boat will definitely be able to access the inlet on the day of your tour. After our failed attempt to see koalas a few weeks ago, we decided that if by the time we reached Townsville we still hadn't seen any in the wild, we would come to the Billabong sanctuary. So that is where we are now, and we are finally seeing koalas. Also, I used hair lightening spray on my hair, which is why it looks this shade of yellow right now. Just taken the ferry from Townsville to Magnetic Island. We've actually left our van behind, as it was going to cost us over $200 to take our van here on the ferry, compared to around $15 each as a foot passenger. So we're going to be staying in a hostel tonight, in a real bed for the first time in weeks. So I'm looking forward to that. We've got quite a busy 2 days planned here, and right now we're on our way to go and see some rock wallabies, which hang out on the beach, just a short walk away from the ferry terminal. So the ferry terminal is just over there, and then it's just a 20-minute walk along the coast to this area where all the wallabies hang out. So these wallabies just hang out down here. Hello? We just caught a bus to the start of the Forts Walk track, where we were hoping to see wild koalas. and less than 30 seconds in, we've already seen one. Oh, I can't believe we've finally seen one in the wild. A bit further along the track, we spotted a second koala who had just woken up from a nap. It's taken 5 weeks, but we've finally seen our first wild koalas. And we saw 2 of them. So good. We've made it to the end of the Forts Walk, to these old military lookouts, which have really nice views out across the coast. We've just checked into our hostel, and this is where we're going to be staying tonight. We're staying in this very cute A-frame. Pretty simple, just a bed, but we've got aircon and a proper mattress, which is more than we've had for the last few weeks. We had such a great time on Magnetic Island. We saw wild koalas, we saw rock wallabies, and we also got to feed lorikeets back at our hostel, which was really cool. So we probably could have done that as a day trip, but we wanted to leave ourselves an extra day just in case we couldn't see koalas yesterday, and then we would have been able to go again this morning and see if we'd find them. That was a really good hostel, by the way. If you are going to Magnetic Island, I would recommend leaving your van behind and staying at that hostel, because in the end it turned out to be cheaper than if we'd have brought the van with us. So after coming back from Magnetic Island, we've just driven a little bit to Bluewater outside of Townsville, and we're staying in another one of these free rest areas, because tomorrow we are going to Mission Beach, which is about a 3-hour drive away. So this is where we're parked out. There's free toilets over there. There may be an outdoor shower. There's water here and some tables as well. So it's pretty good for free. We've just found a spider that's made a really weird web with like an X in the middle. It's so odd. From a distance it looked like it was man-made, but closer up it looks like it was made by the spider, which is really odd. And so this is it here. Oh, there's a dog next to me. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, okay. That there, spider in the middle, made a big X. So weird. So Amy just looked it up on Seek, and apparently it's called a St Andrew's cross spider because it makes a white cross like the Scotland flag. Very cool. We've arrived in Mission Beach and we're now officially in tropical North Queensland. This is the rainforest, and out there is the Great Barrier Reef. Welcome to the Great Barrier Reef.